See, I think most of us, if we were given the option to have stress or tests in our life, we would say we don't want them. We don't want stress and tests in our life. But not only are stress and tests a part of our life, I would argue that they're required. There was some great research done at Cal Berkeley, and what they did is they started with some single-cell organisms. And what they decided to do is that they would take these single-cell organisms and they would put them in a perfect environment. Just exactly perfect. The right light, the right temperature. And in that moment, they thought that what would these single-cell organisms do? They would thrive because it was a perfect environment. Something much different happened. These single-cell organisms died in a perfect environment. So they thought, you know what? It's not the single-cell organisms. Let's go test rats. And what they decided to do is they took a group of rats and they broke it into two groups. One group was given a perfect environment. I mean, they barely had no exercise, the right amount of food, a perfect place to thrive. And the other group of rats were given a much different environment. They were challenged, they were tested, they struggled, and something really interesting happened. The group that wasn't tested and had no stress, they got weaker, and they became a less version of themselves. The other rats, something much different happened. They got stronger, they got more physically fit, and they became the very best rats in the bunch. Now, I share this with you because often it's the challenge that changes us. It's often being tested in a way that we don't like that ultimately makes us into a better version of ourselves. And I've learned one thing over the last 10 years working and coaching leaders. And if you have something to write down, I want you to write this down. In your notes, on your phone, wherever you're going to write notes today, I want you to write this down. Only leaders who are tested become great. Only leaders who are tested become great. So whatever you're going through right now, if it's a really difficult test or a really difficult challenge, it has the opportunity to change you in a positive way if you allow it.